to me and his channel.
What's up, it's your boy LOE Visuals. I'm back with another video. Y'all day going up, y'all vibing, y'all chilling. Y'all enjoying y'all day on a productive day. We back at it. Before I start, I'm trying to smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. We're on the road to 10K subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Turn up on notifications. I don't find me on any other platform. My link tree is in my bio. Follow my X at Visuals LOE. Follow my TikTok at LOE.Visuals. And follow my Facebook at LOE Visuals. So, let's talk about it. So, Shedeur Sanders struggles in, first NFL action. If you guys didn't see it yesterday, they played the Baltimore Ravens. Why is my lunch just falling over? It'll be all right. I'll fix it, make it up. But Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns played the Baltimore Ravens, and I think Dillon Gabriel went out the game with a concussion, and we got to see Shedeur a little bit. And in my opinion, he didn't do well, but in my opinion, I really don't think it's his fault. I should hold him accountable because, but, if I'm being all the way honest, I think Kevin Stefanski screwed this up a long time ago. So, I'm not really putting the blame on Shedeur. Respectfully, we've sat and dealt with, Dillon Gabriel's, shenanigans the last few weeks, and, Shedeur being thrown out in the fire, or, in a game that's really, not meant for him to look good, in that situation. But, he went for 4 for 16 to get 47 yards, 13.5 passer rating. I feel like he could have hit some of those throws, but, I feel like that's rust, if anything. Him not being on the field is, deterring, and I understand that. But I don't know what they doing in front of me, y'all. I don't know what they got going, but my bad, y'all. I gotta pay attention. He's swerving. He drunk or something. I don't know what he got going on. But yeah, I'm not putting Shedeur to blame for that, because, in all honesty, it ain't like Dillon Gabriel has done anything substantially enough better to say Dillon Gabriel's the guy. And that's my issue, It already seems like Stefanski doesn't like the kid, which has to hold some substance. Because every time he brings his name up, what are you doing, bro? You drunk or something? But, whenever he brings Shedeur names up, it seems that he's irritated or he doesn't like the name. Well, I don't know, what this president, GM coach situation, but if y'all not going to be on the same page as far as the QB situation, then y'all need to get that together, and it's going to start with, the president, Jimmy, So if you know this wasn't your guy, you got to just back off. Same with I think the GM was the guy that drafted Shedeur. I don't think Stefanski really cared. I really think he thought he had his guy with third rounder Dillon Gabriel. But in all honesty, this is gonna cost Stefanski his job. Unless he knows, because I remember Shannon Sharp, referring to it back in an interview, or maybe he knows. Nah, I don't think it was Shannon Sharp. I think it was somebody else. But he may, alluded to Stefanski might be locked in. Who knows? He might got some clarity from the owner, we're not firing you. And that's how he's playing the situation. But if he's on the chopping block, which I believe he is, this is a horrible way to go out. Because if I'm on the chopping block, I'm going out shooting. I am going out shooting. I'm not leaving anything up to chance. And then when you hear the trade offers that the Browns asked for Shedeur Sanders, this is a 5th round pick, but you hear the Browns asking for 3rd rounders for Shedeur or 2nd rounders. I've heard some wild trade, allegations surrounding Shedeur Sanders' name. And if he's not that good and you don't feel like he's that good, why are you asking for 3rd rounders? And you basically putting him in a situation to fail. Because you recognize his star power and his brand, But I mean, on the field, you gotta give him a chance. And I feel like, you know, people gonna be like, yeah, this is why he wasn't playing. This is why he's not in the game. Like, respectfully, Dylan Gabriel is checked down on charge. I saw Shedeur try to throw the ball down the field. 46, you give him Dylan Gabriel 46 passes and he only got 185 yards. Like, let it go, bro. Like, and there's no knock to Dylan Gabriel, but Dylan Gabriel was in college 6 years, so it's hard to give him the leeway. He should be past the learning curve. Respectfully, he should. He should be past the learning curve. You played 6 years college ball, you should be way past it. And that's just my honest opinion. That's just my honest opinion, you know. I think Shedeur is just, you know, getting the shit end of the stick right here. And that's just part of it. But do I feel like me personally, do I think Shedeur is worse than Dylan Gabriel? No, I just don't think so. And I got a lot of track records to show Dylan Gabriel being really bad. Because Shedeur is a true rookie. In all honesty, 6-year guy, you supposed to be more developed than Shedeur Sanders. Respectfully, you are. You're supposed to be able to hit those check downs and better than Shedeur right now. And I'm not holding Shedeur to first round pick level of, you know, success. Because he got took in the 5th round. But right now, both of those guys are producing like they got took in the same round. So I really don't want to hear this is why he wasn't playing and all of that from the, you know, the biased media, because in all honesty, Stefanski is doing a horrible job. He's doing a horrible job. And I wouldn't be surprised if he got fired. I wouldn't be. Now, I feel like Shedeur, this is going to be a learning situation for him, because when he got in, he wasn't ready, you know. And I'll be honest and say that he wasn't ready. But I don't think the situation was, you know, built for him to succeed. You know, how am I supposed to trust that the plays being called for, you know, the offense is not, you know, a little biased? You know, who knows what's new? I just feel like, you know, Stefanski is low-key hating on Shedeur, and we shouldn't see a grown man hating on a young kid like this, especially, you know, when his job is at risk. But, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure y'all smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. On the road to 10K subscribers, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications on, follow my X at Visually, follow my TikTok at LiveVisuals, and follow my Facebook at LiveVisuals. I love you guys so much, so much, so much, so much, so much. I'm out.